Take my vodka.
Okay, your vodka.
Cheers.
I've got my wine cup.
I gotta say,
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week, and this is gonna make tomorrow much better.
It is gonna make tomorrow.
Come on.
Okay.
Why do we always do this? Live from Studio One in the Steel Cow Building, located in historic Wakefield, Rhode Island, the home of Johnny Cakes and Brickley's Ice Cream. This is the Eden Show, and I'm Dan Chaika. The Eden Show is a Greenhouse Entertainment Group production, and our guest tonight is actor, singer, producer, and soon-to-be director, as well as Bee Savior, and we'll explain more about that later. The wonderful, the spectacular Karen Besson.
She's great.
Karen will be warming you with stories and regaling you with stories, and warming you with her dulcet tones as she sings some Broadway selections. And now, here's Eden!
Hi! Welcome to the Eden Show! Is there something different about me? When I have a brand new hairdo and my eyelashes all in curl, I float like the clouds on airdo. I enjoy hosting the Eden Show. There. Yes, I got a haircut today.
It looks spectacular.
Why, thank you, Dan, my personal MC and lawyer. Thank you so much.
Yes, new top. Looks
New
beautiful.
top, yes.
Beautiful.
Yes, I went to Savers. I love Savers.
I love Savers too.
You do?
Absolutely.
Is that like a secret hint for everybody? I mean, go to Savers and get yourself. Did you get your tux at Savers?
No, I'm afraid not. I bought my tux when I got out of law school at this place in downtown Providence called Gian.
Gian?
Yes, it was all high-end stuff.
John or Gian?
G-I-A.
Gian.
Gian, yes.
That's good.
And, yeah.
A man should have a tux. That's a good thing.
Well, you know, it's funny. I got out and I did this clerk program and I wore my bar mitzvah suit like for 3 days in a row. And the judge pulled me aside and said, you know what, Dan? You're a new lawyer. You should go get a couple of suits.
Because really go crazy about a sharp dressed man. They do.
And they saw me coming. They sold me 3 suits and said, every lawyer has to have a tuxedo.
It's the rule.
It is the rule. So, and I'm just tickled pink to be able to wear it at the Eden Show. Thank you so much for having me.
It works out really well, doesn't it? So thank you for watching the Eden Show tonight. We're broadcasting live from Wakefield, Rhode Island. If you've never watched before, please hit subscribe. That's the first thing I'm going to ask you to do. And if you've never watched before, I'm Eden Casteel. This is my personal MC and lawyer, Dan Chaika. And we are here for an hour to amuse you. We are going to have guests. We do songs. We ask questions. We chat. You are welcome to be part of it by typing in the chat from wherever you're watching, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching. And we're going to involve you towards the end of the hour because our special guest tonight, Karen, is going to be singing songs that we ask her to write. So you're going to provide the lyrics and then Karen and I will provide the music. So we'll let you know when that comes up. But first, we'd like to please type in where you're watching from. So if you're watching from someplace far away, like North Kingstown, let us know. And if you're watching from far off Providence, north of the towers, let us know. So we like to know where people are watching from. So, and thanks for tuning in. So yeah, it's been a good week. You got the tux on, I got the dress on. If I got the hair done, I definitely feel more like doing video projects when the hair feels good. Do you feel like you're a better lawyer when you have a suit on?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This pandemic's been weird. But on the other hand, from here up, I always put that suit on. Yeah, I did a hearing today.
I'm a lawyer from the waist up, right?
I did a hearing today from my office, and the guy was wearing, the other lawyer was unshaven and wearing a t-shirt.
Standards, people, standards.
It's still a courtroom. What is this?
What is this? Has the pandemic ruined fine dressing?
I believe it really has.
Oh no, it's too bad. That's too bad. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what I'm wearing below my waist, but
even they can see.
They can see, yes, right. They can see what I'm wearing below the waist. There's clothing on all the bits. Don't worry. But I can see Dan's little piggies.
Oh yeah, I'm not wearing shoes.
This is a piggy went to market, and this is a piggy went home. So
like that pedicure though, I had one.
That's a very nice pedicure. That's rather good. So yes, it's true. I mean, when I'm at home and I'm teaching at home or things like that, I don't worry so much about the footwear or things like that. But I do always try tried, to get a little something on the visage. It works out well. So yes, thank you for watching, Emma and Robin and Jess all the way in Colorado, and Paul all the way in North Kingstown. We appreciate it. So yeah, I like people, they get to watch from everywhere. So
I love the new tech we have. We can actually see the chat. It's big enough.
Yes. So one of the reasons we do the Eden show is so that way you can we practice all of this live streaming stuff, right? It's fun tech to practice. And so I actually now have a second screen. You can't see it, but it's right next to here, so we can see your chat a little better. But if you want to see the chat, I suppose I could do that. I can do an overlay. Boom. Here it comes.
I don't know.
No, where's the chat? Oh, it's not going to do the previous chat. It's only going to do this other chat. So,
someone's got to put something in there.
There. That's what the chat looks like when you all put your chat in there. And so when you put your sounds like a song, that's where it's going to show up. So of all the silly things. But right now, I'm going to leave that off for a little bit. I'm playing with all kinds of graphics, right? Like there's your graphic. See, there's all about you.
Oh, I got one.
I get your graphic. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. It's chaikalaw.com, right? This is mine, right? It's my lipstick. Cheers.
Drink.
Yeah. Here's to Chaika. I told my son, whatever happens, say Dan Chaika is my personal lawyer.
Yeah, we put my phone number in his cell phone just in case.
Yeah. So far, haven't had to use it. Hopefully, maybe not, but he's a reasonably good kid. This is true.
I expect to get it. Like I ran out of gas and I'm afraid to call my mom. Can you come and get me?
It's true. He has a few times he has called people other than me because he just didn't want me to know. This man, and one was right when I went off to college, right? And I won't humiliate him by talking about it.
Well, he
but
doesn't watch this. Come on, we can talk about him.
That's true. Okay,
none of them watch this.
That's true. What did he do? Like within a month, he texts my husband, his stepfather, and says, "So how do you get vomit out of a pillow?" Isn't that awful?
Ask your mother.
Ask your mother, right? Yeah. So my husband very sensibly said, "You go and you buy a new pillow." So yeah, but that he didn't want to ask me, of course. So yes, he could have asked my personal lawyer. So these are these fun graphics I can put on here. Like I can tell people about like the things we're doing coming up in Edenland. Oh, that one's already passed. So I did that over the weekend at Java Madness. Hi, Shannon. Shannon Corey is saying hello, and she is going to be the guest next week on the Eden Show. So Shannon is a working performer. I'm a working performer. So coming up this weekend, I'm going to be performing with my friend Ed Valley. We are the Co-Eds. We are a piano guitar duo, and we will be at Carriage Inn in North Kingstown for 3 hours on Saturday night.
I urge you all to come. They did an amazing church picnic last week, outdoors, beautiful weather. What a great time.
I might even have a picture of that event. Do I have a picture of that event? There it is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can't see me right there. Let me turn this off.
You see the huge crowd. The place was packed.
It was. That was at St. Peter by the Sea in Narragansett. And I had a special guest appearing with me, my dad. My dad did the show with me. So there's me and my dad. Ron Casteel, who is also a piano player based in Columbus, Ohio. And you think, I've been trying to get him to be a guest on the Eden Show. He's too busy. He is too busy to be a guest in the Eden Show. But sometimes he watches and tunes in, and I appreciate it. So my dad came into town, and we did a bunch of gigs together. We were at St. Peter's, and then we also went over to our friends at Java Madness in Wakefield. And it was supposed to be my gig, right? But all I had to do was sit there and drink coffee, and my dad took care of the people. It was a lot of fun.
Is that green hair, Chrissy?
That's Chrissy. And she sang too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she did. She did a great job. She did 1,000 years, and a bunch of students came out and performed. Hi, Lonnie. That's my friend Lonnie from high school, and I think he is watching all the way from Okinawa. So I'm not sure what time it is there for him, but thanks for watching.
Furthest call.
He gets, yeah, that's right. Furthest chat from the Eden Show. Yes. And but he just wrote his first novel. And he in high school, he was known as a fantastic singer among everything else fantastic that he did. So yeah, man of many talents. So yeah, my dad performed out there, and then we went over to our friends at the Pump House, and we got to see our friends perform with Blues You Can Use, Tish Adams, Joe Potenza. Who else was in that band? Eric Hastings, Willie Mayette. Yeah, Gina Rosati. Yeah, it was a real fun time. So I was glad to get to show that off. There's so much music in our area, and it's really fun to be part of it, and it's fun to support our friends, right? It's so great.
After a year of nothing but online, it is amazing everywhere. I mean, I drive by, I hear music playing, I pull my car over, I go inside just to see what's there.
It's really fun.
It's been fun.
Then this is my dad planning his next 5 gigs. So then when we were home and we had one day off, he just sat here and he went through all of my music and started planning all of his gigs.
And
he's sitting in the right behind there's the comfy chair,
which is where I'm going to be sitting in just a moment.
That's right.
The lovely
Karen Besson. So we're getting close to that. So yes, all my shameless plugs I think are done. I can always do more because it's the Eden Show. That's what it's for, right? So yes, people come onto the Eden Show to sing, perform, and shamelessly plug. Those are my big three, right?
Those are the big three.
Yeah,
That's what any
sing,
show's
sing,
about.
perform, and
That's what
shamelessly
any
plug.
show is about.
That's right. Absolutely, it's my show. I can do what I want. So, but I'm thrilled that this is somebody that we've been friends with for a long time. We know how talented she is.
Yes.
Yeah, she's wicked talented, and she's so talented. You have performed with her, Dan. I have
No, you got
more
a picture.
pictures. I got more pictures.
There
she
we
is.
are, singing that dearly departed John Prine song.
Dearly departed John Prine song at Pista Hayride 2019. Y'all
showing the lyrics that she had to write on her hand.
did she? She handled that really well, but
Yeah.
she handles everything well because she is Karen Besson. Hi, Karen Besson.
Oh, he's working with my seat. Thanks. Wicked. Hi, gang.
Hey, Karen, it's good to see you. Yes. Pull up your mic and
Listening to you guys, and I was gonna go get everybody a coffee in Wakefield, but
well, that's okay.
No,
That's
instead,
okay.
have a wine.
oh,
Have it, yeah.
wine.
Why have coffee when you can have wine instead,
Yes.
right? That's really important. Yes. And Karen even brought the wine.
I did. I always bring the wine, and I bring water too. I
We
have
call that a
water.
good guest, boys and girls. This is a
Yes,
good guest.
And I brought the ginger snaps.
And she brought ginger snap. She comes prepared for everything. And,
Bring
she,
the low sugar
and the
also.
pretty flowers. Cheers. Cheers. So, Karen, thank you for stopping by and imbibing. We great it.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Both of yous.
Both of us. Both of us.
yous,
Yes.
And particularly Eden.
The pleasure
You've
is
been a
ours.
mentor and a friend.
My
and
pleasure.
Thank you so much. You're amazing. So what are we gonna do? Sing a little Blue Skies.
I want to hear it while we
All right.
have blue skies before
All
the
right.
hurricane
Yeah,
comes.
Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. I never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by when you're in love. My how they fly, those blue days all been gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. This is Eden and Casteel.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. We get blue skies occasionally in Rhode Island. I'm back in again. We're going to have blue skies until apparently Sunday when we get a hurricane. Right? Okay. Blue skies smiling at me.
Nothing but blue skies. You're so inviting to see. Ba-ba-doo-ba-doo-ya, bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but bluebirds all day long. I never saw the sun shining so bright. Never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by when you're in love. My how they fly, those blue days, all them gone. Nothing but blue skies, nothing but blue skies, nothing but blue skies, all day long. And I learned that from Eden. Thank you.
What is that? I call that the Ellington ending. I can't remember which one. Somebody
the
tell
band
me.
to stop playing.
Right. That and our friend Tish Adams,
Tish
right?
Yes, and Tish. And Tish.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the top.
We're at the top.
Bring it
Stop,
around
bring it
again,
around.
last time around.
Yep.
Well, when she performed for Blues You Can Use this weekend, I mean, it was so great. I mean, she's just like the world's best blues traffic cop. So she's sitting there playing, we're going to go around again. Last time. Yeah.
She's got them like right
She has the mic right there. Yeah. Yeah. Tish, you are goals.
here. Yep.
So it's
Yay,
really great.
Tish.
So if you enjoyed that, please tell us. Make sure you're in the chat right there. That's the only way we know if anybody's watching and enjoying. And also subscribe to this channel so that way you can see every week of the Eden Show. How's that? Every week of the Eden Show is a different musical guest. The one from furthest away so far has been California, I think. And the closest is you. So you're right here, right?
Yay,
Absolutely,
here.
right here. So Karen,
Good old West Redditch.
you live,
Yes.
you live in West Redditch,
I do.
right? You
West
just
Redditch.
moved there, and you're renovating a house,
Yep.
right?
We just downsized. Kids
Yeah.
are gone, so
Yeah.
we're. Yep.
So it's just you.
Yep. Me and my husband.
You and your lovely husband, Lee.
Yeah, and the woodchucks and all the bees. My husband's a beekeeper, so he has a lot of bees in the yard, and that's very interesting.
Tell us,
Honey.
honey,
Honey makes
my
honey.
funny honey of mine. So, how long has he been doing bees?
Probably like 3 or 4 or 5 years. He had like 500,000 bees for a while there.
That's a
And
lot,
then
right?
That's a lot of bees. Yeah. So,
I've had the honey from your beehives. It's delicious.
It's
Lee's
delicious.
Bees honey.
Yeah,
It's
awesome.
great. It's a Rhode Island product. It's quite
It
good.
is,
Real
it
Rhode
is.
Island bees.
Born and bred in Rhode
We
Island.
need more bees.
Mhm.
We need more
We need more
bees.
bees.
Yep.
We do need more bees. Emma says hello. Emma Christensen is watching.
Oh, hi, Emma.
Yes, you can see the chat right over
She's
there on
my
the screen.
Puerto Rican friend.
Oh, really?
I like to live in America.
But she's not watching
No,
from Puerto Rico because
she's
I would love
watching
that.
From Narragansett.
That's
Yeah.
Narragansett.
Narragansett.
We are bad.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
So,
Karen, we have talked. What happened?
It went on.
Oh, I
Your
know.
camera's being spammed.
Yes, my camera's being spammed.
Oh,
Airplane mode.
we got
next
spammed.
time.
I had do not disturb on my camera.
Oh,
Oh
you
my
did?
gosh.
I did because I'm filming this with
That
my
was
camera,
great.
y'all.
Hi, Jess.
That's got to be monster spam that going right through your tube.
Oh
That's
my gosh.
It.
All right.
That's it. I'm buying a Canon DSLR.
Right.
I've had it. Okay. That was scary and awful.
Ooh, next week.
Live streaming, boys and girls. It's no fun.
Right.
So, Karen.
Yes.
You sing a lot. You sing beautifully. You love singing jazz.
I do.
When did you start loving to sing jazz?
When I was younger, because my dad always had jazz playing in the house, and my mom used to sing and play the piano. My dad played the sax, and I grew up listening to Dave Brubeck and Ella, and I would come home. I was a latchkey kid. I had my little key around my necklace, and I'd go upstairs and turn on like music and just get on my rocking horse and sing. Rocky
the
Rocky.
rocking horse. Okay. That's so
Always
cute.
vinyl.
A little odd, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
My
No.
nene would bang on the floor on the ceiling.
You're a
What's that noise?
You're a serious jazz baby.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
as long as I've known you, I've known
Yeah,
you that.
I
right?
love jazz. I love jazz. The best
Mhm.
of everything. I love Broadway too, and pop not so much. I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can jazz any
I
pop
can,
song
right?
now.
Yes,
right?
you can.
Like our friend Tish says, if you can turn anything to a bossa nova,
Yes,
you're fine, right?
I love bossa. Anything can be a bossa.
We might try that sometime.
Yeah.
But you also love Rickie Lee Jones,
I do.
right? So
do.
you wanted to share this song tonight.
Yes, this song, I was watching a film on Netflix called Firefly Lane. It was based on a really schmaltzy book. And I heard the song and I absolutely loved it. So I went on YouTube, I found the song, I laid the track down,
Mhm.
I found some backing track piano music, and I made a little slideshow for a good friend of mine.
She makes slideshows for her friends.
Yeah,
I mean,
love
that's just,
slideshows.
she can do anything. I mean, yeah, it's great.
The most as you'll ever go is back where you used to know. If grown-ups could laugh this slow, whereas you watch the hours snow, years may go by, years may go by. So hold on to your special friend. Here you will need something to keep her in, and you stay inside that foolish grin when every day now secrets end, and again years may go by, years may go by. You saved your own special friend. Now you will need something to keep her in, and you stay inside that foolish grin when every day now secrets end, and again years may go by, years may go by.
that song.
I know, I do too. It's and any kind of movie that you see that you're like, oh, I love that song. You just go on Spotify and say like soundtrack to, whatever.
You make
the Taking of Pelham 123 from 1963. I don't know. And you'll find the sound. Somebody will have laid that soundtrack down. And you can find that song. And then you go on YouTube and, you don't steal it. No, you don't do that.
You don't steal it. No, that would be wrong.
That would be wrong. That would
right?
Be wrong.
YouTube, that would be wrong.
Singers should not do.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, never. Don't ever do that. There's
yes. Let's ask our lawyer. Excuse us.
Sorry, lawyer.
You didn't hear that.
Yeah, cover him up. Cover him up.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I'm going to go to the little lawyer's room.
You can go to the little lawyer's room.
Okay. Yeah, go read your
That's
briefs.
fine. Yeah. Or you can sit in my dad's chair and, read music. That's fine. Whatever. Borrow for an indefinite time. That's right.
Oh, gosh. Gosh.
Good. Yeah. See, look, I can make it go a little thing.
Yeah.
That really was funny because you can't see that, but on my phone right now, it says like voicemail and it was potential spam.
That's so funny.
I swear,
So that song was for a few of my Barker friends, and I'm doing some things at the Barker this fall.
Tell
which
me.
Eden is involved, and also Dan. A cabaret in November called If There Is No Wind, Row.
I think I have a picture of that.
A wonderful picture made by Sharon Carpentier, who is my producer. And it's kind of a combining pandemic stories and song from World War I and World War II with everyone's feelings from the pandemic of this last year.
So tell me about what kind of feelings those might be.
Well, Eden.
Name three, the top three.
Okay. Well, kind of like if you, when we didn't have any toilet paper. So if you came out and your personal narrative was like, crap, there's no toilet paper.
Crap, there's no toilet paper.
And your song from that era would be Yes, We Have No Bananas.
Yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today.
Sorry.
Whatever. We're in production. We're in rehearsal. It's okay.
Yeah. So Eden is going to be our MC. She is going to drive the bus. And it's going to be like a real cabaret where it's going to be in a club atmosphere. You come on, you do your song, your gig, you interpret with the audience, because old time cabaret was text with songs. So they really connected with their audience. They didn't just stand up and sing. They went around and were like, hey, how are you doing today? And I love your hair. And, I knew a girl with hair like that. And, it's going to be real different.
Outside it is winter, but in here it is so hot. Every night we have the battle to keep the girls from taking off all their clothing. So stick around. Who knows? Tonight we may lose the battle. Yes, that's what this cabaret is going to be like, right? Exactly.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Sell out. Sell out.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
So tryouts for this are coming up pretty soon.
Yep.
Right?
Auditions for that are September 2nd, which is a Thursday at 7:00 at the Green Room. Just come on anytime you want to come and bring if you don't even have to bring a resume, bring yourself 16 bars of a song you want to sing and think about a kind of a 1 minute, 30-second narrative of my narrative from the pandemic is the people that showed up on all the corners with their cards, panhandling. Like so many people were out of a job, yet nobody could get anybody to work for them. Yeah. So, And so that's going to be really fun.
So if they need to get more information, they can go to the Barker website, which is playersri.com. Put that in the chat.
Yep.
Girls, so.
Yep. Playersri.com. Or you can find me on Facebook. I'm Karen Besson. Be my friend, and I will send you the audition link. Okay. Or just show up, and we have paperwork there you can fill out, and we'll have an accompanist, and you can also sing with a backing track.
That's great. Yep. I don't know why I can't post a message, guys. But
that's okay.
Anyway, it'll also be in, we'll have it online for you as well.
Yep.
It'll be in the Eden Show stuff. Or if you're all chatting amongst yourselves, you're welcome to go ahead and include that, Roger Lemelin, playersri.com. But the Barker is it's the oldest community theater
continuous running community theater in America. I want to say, I hope I'm right. Tiny theater. Yeah, community theater. And I think 18 something. Yes, there's
amazing.
Lots of ghosts, lots of pictures of walls all over people, pictures on the walls of people in big hoop skirts.
And how did you get started there?
I auditioned in 2015 for a show called Arctic Bridge Club, and it was directed by Kate Calvo, who was awesome. And I met so many wonderful friends, and just kind of hung around. And it's great. It's a great place to try your talent out, which is what we're doing the cabaret in the Green Room downstairs, which is kind of like a launching pad.
So there are two theaters. There's the big theater upstairs,
stage.
the main stage, and that holds what, 100?
I think it's about 100.
100.
Yeah. And dance perform there too,
plus
right?
standing room, and
Yep.
they squeeze a few upstairs, but 100
Yep.
seats.
Yep.
And then the downstairs
And
is
downstairs,
the fun cabaret
yeah,
kind of
we
green
can
room.
fit probably, I don't know, maybe 30, maybe less now with the pandemic
Mm-hmm.
rules. But as far as I know, we're live, and it's going to be really great.
You also, during the major shutdowns, produced several really wonderful videos for the patrons of the Barker.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I was glad to help participate in some of them.
Yes,
but that was
my co-chair, Sharon Carpentier, and I were both co-chairs of the green room at the Barker Playhouse. We did a thing called Home Away from Home, where you could send in like a 1 or 2 minute video of anything you wanted to do. We had people riding horses. We had a 9-year-old in Scotland reciting Wordsworth, and it was just amazing. So many people came out and did that. It was really great.
And people want to see them, you need to be a member of the Barker, correct?
No, you don't. You can just like and subscribe to the YouTube channel of the Barker Playhouse. The players at Barker Playhouse, excuse me. The players at Barker Playhouse, I think that's what it is.
All right, it's playersrri.com.
I should have my notes, but I don't. All the notes are about me.
Is it playersrri.com or .org? Is it
.com.
.com. Okay, good.
I believe, yeah.
All right. I'm putting it in the chat wherever I can, so I can load that up.
Just find me on Facebook.
There it is. Good.
And I'll hook you up.
She's easy to find.
Yeah,
it's really okay. She's around, right?
Yeah.
You know, if the deep state knows where she is, you all can find her too. So it's really fine. Anyway, on that happy note, but you did a ton of work, and you did that. Those were like the pandemic skills you developed, right?
It was a lot of fun. I did a lot of stuff with Audacity, which evidently we can't use anymore, but it's really fun. You can lay down backing tracks from YouTube, and then you lay down your vocals, and then you grab that and make it into an MP3, and then you go into MS Word video editor, plop in all your stuff, and then put the music behind it, and it's a blast.
Presto changeo, right?
It's, it's not really like super smart editing software. I mean, I'm sure there's so many levels
like Adobe Photoshop or
really great like that.
Premiere Pro.
It's good to start and have fun.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And I use, all Apple products, but all during the pandemic, you and I would be in touch about which things to use.
Yep.
And I would send her my videos to look at. She'd send me hers. Yep. And I've just been consistently amazed at what you do. You're so good. You really have a director's mind, which is why you are a director, and what you're going to tell us what you're going to be directing pretty soon.
I'm also directing at the Barker Playhouse, the players of Barker Playhouse. Sorry, Bill, if you're listening. It should always be the players of Barker Playhouse.
It's a long name. Yeah.
A show called Chord, which is going up late January, early February. And it is a comedy about 2 ladies of a certain age at a senior living facility who have a bet with each other. And it really goes to great lengths. There's a parachute jump, and it's going to be pretty crazy. So those auditions are September 13th and 14th, again at the Barker. So go on their website, sign up. There's all kinds of roles for all kinds of ages in that show.
They do rip. It is great.
It's going to be great.
Yeah. If you're an actress of a certain vintage, this is your show.
Yep.
This is your show.
This is why I wanted to direct the show, because once you get to be 60,
it gets tougher.
Not much out there. Unless you want to be those ladies in Macbeth. In the pot,
Oh, please. 60 is the new 40 ladies.
I'm still working on my cabaret idea for somewhere between 40 and death.
I know, that idea is amazing.
It's a great idea.
We need to do that.
It's going to happen sometime. Maybe this time I'll win cabaret reference for the win.
Yes.
But I have other things going on too. But I'm thrilled you're doing a cabaret. Oh yeah, a few things going on. Oh, speaking of cabaret.
Yes.
Okay, here, shameless plug. I
mean,
that's why it's called the Eden Show, boys and girls.
September 11th.
Yeah, I'm doing a cabaret in New York City. It's at Don't Tell Mama in New York City on September 11th, called Love Me Down. And as you can see, the heart's kind of going down, right? So this is about kind of the end of love, the beginning of new relationships. Doing this with my friend Zach Wobensmith, who I did a show with a few years ago called The Bridges of Madison County. And Zach was also my guest on the Eden Show about a couple months ago. And our pianist is our friend Scott Mayfield. So we will be performing on Saturday, September 11th, 2:00 at Don't Tell Mama in New York. You can make reservations now and buy your tickets now. You do need to have proof of vaccination in order to be in. And we'll be doing it there. And then we may take it on the road in a couple of other places, but we don't know where. So if you really want to see us, come see us on September 11th. So, and it's funny to talk to you about cabaret stuff because we're doing the exact same thing. Yeah. It is a really wonderful, unique art form. And where are we going on Tuesday? Speaking of cabaret,
we are going to the Arctic Playhouse, the Arctic Playhouse. We're going to go see the magnificent Jim Rice.
who was also my guest on the Eden
He's
show.
amazing,
But yeah,
and
shameless plug. What can
yeah,
I say?
he's
But
great. We
he's
saw him at Club Cafe in Boston.
Yes.
He's the most, next to you, the most generous pianist out there that
I
you
like
just.
that. Thank you for the wine, Karen. Thank you for the wine.
Really, he's wonderful. And it's a really good time. So
Jim is really wonderful.
And it's sold out. Sorry.
Sorry.
But go on the website and you can go to the next one.
You should. It's once a month from now on, God willing. And the Cabaret Club at Arctic is a real wonderful resource for those of us in Rhode Island. Yeah. So I've gotten to be there a couple of times. Our friend Jim always opens the season, and it's going to be a great night. So I know you and I are both going to be watching it and just like notes.
Yeah.
Do that song. That song. How did he do that?
There's always someone that gets up who's like 13 and sings like La Vie en Rose, and you're like, oh my gosh. Yeah. It's that kind of night. It's really fun. It's really, really fun.
We don't even hate her.
No, we love her.
We love
that.
her, right? Yeah, we don't even hate her.
It's great. I want to see more boys do that, though. It's a
but
lot of girls.
It's a lot of girls, but it is an open mic night at the end. So after the headliner goes on, then there's a bit of a break, a beverage break or whatever, and then it is open mic. And Jim plays for them, or if I'm there, I'll play for people. And it's really great place if you're a singer to go try stuff out. So you've done it, I've done it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, and that really is grand tradition of cabaret, that you can come up and you've got your song, you've got your room.
Talk a little bit. And
and so
the story.
Live streams are their own kind of entertainment, and then cabaret is this wonderful, storied art form.
Yes.
And you can sing anything. You don't have to sing, smoky jazz tunes, although those are liked very much.
Yes.
So, for instance, this next one you've done on shows that I've done with you, and it's a Bob Dylan song, but it would work in cabaret too.
It would.
It would work anywhere. And why did you choose this song? It's a great song.
I love this song. It took me a while to learn it and sing it without probably crying, because it's just so, it's about your children. And both my husband and my two children are all musicians. And we've all had it's kind of all brought us together, and we've watched our kids in all the recitals. So every time I have something, I'm like, you're coming.
Right. You have to kind of.
And they both have the link tonight. I don't know if they're watching, but you've got to watch the recording. You're watching it. But it's just meaningful. It means a lot.
Lord, protect my child.
He is wise. He's got his mother's eyes. There's gladness in his heart. He is young and he is wild. My only prayer is, if I can't be there, Lord, oh Lord, protect my child. As his youth now unfolds, he is centuries old. Just to see him play, oh, it makes me smile. No matter what happens to me, no matter what my destiny, Lord, oh Lord, protect my child. While the whole world is asleep, you can look at him and weep. Few things that you find are worthwhile. No, I don't ask for much, no material things to touch. Lord, oh Lord, protect my child. Young and on fire, full of hope and desire, in a world that's been raped day when all will be well, when God and man will be reconciled. Oh, but until man loses the hate and righteousness reigns, Lord, oh Lord, protect my child.
Wow.
Oh, thank you, Eden.
Oh yeah.
And we won't talk about Bob Dylan and all that.
No.
Let's just move
Run on. Let's just dedicate that to the children of the world.
Yes.
Because yeah, I mean, you and I both have sons, musical sons, and so this is for our sons.
Yep.
And for all the musical children out there, and children all over the world who need protection. We are
Yes.
with you. So yeah, that's what I think about when I'm playing that for you. It's like, just sending out vibe,
Good vibes.
good vibes.
Yep.
Speaking of sending out good vibes, Karen,
Yes.
you were so good at, yesterday we were in here rehearsing for this, right? And you could tell I was like this much stressed,
Oh,
right?
I know.
Yeah, it's been a tough week.
Yes. it
But
has.
I mean, really, and compared to the rest of the world, my week was fine. Fine.
Well,
But it was stressful. We're
Yeah.
tired. I've been performing a lot.
Yep.
And you had me sing a phrase that you said really works for you.
Yes.
Tell us that phrase. Because basically, if you're watching, you're going to do a little bit
Yeah.
of relaxation with us
We're
right
gonna
now.
do a little Kirtan.
Little
Kirtan
Kirtan.
is some chanting, and it's not about singing.
Mhm.
It's about chanting
Come
from
on
the
up.
gut of your
Yeah.
gut,
Okay.
your belly. So come on, where are
Okay.
you?
I'm
Right
right
here.
I'm
All
right.
right.
Okay.
Shoulder.
So the chant is Om
Om
Mani
Mani
Padme
Padme
Hum.
Hum.
And that means wisdom and compassion are the path.
Wisdom and compassion are the path.
So you can sing it any way you'd like, but we'll sing it like this.
Okay.
I'll sing it first and you guys can follow me.
Good idea.
1, 2, 3, 4. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Just like that.
Om Mani Padme
Close your
Hum.
eyes.
Om Mani Padme
A
Hum.
little bit more.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
Put your hand on your heart.
Om Mani Padme Hum.
3 more times.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
2 more times.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
That is, chanting is when you don't think about it like singing, and you just think about it like just to get the air out of your body and to feel the sound. A good time to chant, a good way to chant, is to lay on the floor on your stomach and just lay on the floor like that and chant that way. And you feel the vibration of the whole sound in your body against the floor. And the sound vibrates through your body, and it's a relaxing. That's why I think sometimes people play the guitar, the vibration of the instrument
Oh yeah.
is very calming. And that's what chanting does. I mean, that was a little Hollywood chanting, but really when you go to a Kirtan, if you ever want to go to a Kirtan, go. It's really cool. You're not going to convert. It's not a religion. Apologies to everyone but it's just chanting from your gut, and you're not thinking about anything else. And it's sort of like a way of meditation. It's very helpful.
This is good. Do you think it'll work even if you have a Tempur-Pedic?
Yes.
Okay.
It will.
Good.
It will.
Just making sure. Ron, do you hear that?
You could chant
Tempur-Pedic Om. Tempur-Pedic Om.
Right?
I like that.
Yeah. And
He'd like
Om,
that.
And then you can end by saying Om Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti.
Peace.
Peace. I feel great. I don't know. But
Have some more wine.
I might have been, yeah.
My-
Riesling. No, not to make fun of it. I totally believe in chanting, and
Yeah.
and
That's
it,
cool.
it feels really good. And any kind of singing feels wonderful. The vibration
yes.
does feel wonderful.
Yeah.
Those of you out there who are watching who are singers, you get it,
Yeah.
right? But yeah,
Yeah.
instrumentalists, you're right. The vibration feels good, and we should have good vibration in the world.
No
We
matter
absolutely
what
should.
kind of day I have, if I get in the car and start singing, or if I come here and start singing, it all goes away, right, Dan? It all goes away.
Yeah.
You just feel, where is he? There he
He's
is.
here. He is.
There he is.
Yeah. We have him back there, and
It
that's the little lawyer's chair. It's a
Yeah,
comfortable
that's
chair
the
for you.
little brief. The little briefs are
The little
singing.
breeze, yeah.
I also find that on days when I do not sing, if I get too busy or whatever,
Yeah.
my mood.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's like you're gonna make yourself do it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it didn't happen so much when I was younger, but now it
Yeah.
really does. And whenever I look around, well, is it because, I feel fat? Is it because I didn't clean my house? No, it's because I didn't sing. And then
Oh.
start singing and feel the vibration, feel all this get loose. Everything gets better. Everything gets better.
Yeah, because I think you're just thinking about the breath and thinking about the song, and your mind just clears, your mind empties, which is what it makes you feel good.
So yeah, here, shameless seg. How did you start doing that? And then was it like in the 70s?
No, actually, I did a little yoga in high school in the 70s, but mostly I started yoga about 25 years ago, just as exercise. And like yoga usually does, it turns around and bites you in the butt, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is a total mind. It's a mind exercise.
Yeah.
It's not exercise. It's
Mhm.
it's all about the breath. If you can breathe, you can do yoga. You don't have to be
A pretzel.
skinny. You don't have to bounce on your earlobe. You don't have to wear Lululemon. Sorry, Lululemon. But you just have to breathe.
You
You
ever
learn
done-
how to breathe.
Have you ever done the goat yoga?
No, I have not.
Do you want to
done-
do goat yoga, or is
I'll
that a
do goat
fad?
yoga with you. Oh yeah, as long as they don't.
With
poop on
me?
us. Yeah, let's go do yoga. I won't do it alone.
Heck,
No.
I'd sooner do
At
bee
my
yoga.
house, I could do woodchuck yoga. I've seen
Yeah,
woodchucks.
yeah. I've done cat yoga, but I didn't mean
Oh.
to. Right. It was accidental cat yoga.
Yeah.
But alas. So I'm leading back to the 70s because
Yes, ma'am. Oh,
because in the 70s, you have a great story to tell here about
Studio 54, right, Dan? There he is. Look, he looks too comfortable.
Ooh, where are we
Yes.
going?
In the 70s, I was obsessed with Broadway, like all young theater geeks in the 70s.
Mhm.
And my best friend he and I would go to all these cattle calls in New York, because back then, the whole triple threat thing, that was like, yeah, right.
Mhm.
We faked it till we made it. And we would go to all these, like, line up. We'd go to New York for the day, and we'd just line up at all these cattle calls. So our dream was to be in a chorus line, which we were 20.
Mhm.
Anyway.
That was a good age to be in a chorus line.
So
I mean,
when we
hey.
went to New York, we heard through Variety. Variety was a newspaper that you used to buy. Nothing was online. You bought the newspaper, and it said auditions for a chorus line touring company at the Colonial Theater in New York City. We were like, we're going. So we get in the car, we drive all the way to New York City, and we stand in line, and we're in the line right after the equity people. All the equity people would go in first because they were equity people, but we were right after them.
Uh-huh.
So we lined up literally on that line on the Colonial Theater.
The
right,
famous
Dan?
white
Yeah.
line.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dan is ready for
he's
his
all ready.
close-up, right?
So we're on the line, and we had to do a triple pirouette and a time step.
And you're thinking to yourself this song, right?
Yes,
We'll
I
do this
am.
one first, right?
Okay.
Okay. So because we have to do this because this is so good.
This
We're
is
gonna
what
have.
we're thinking. Thank you for bringing that key down. Am I anyway? Am I my resume? That is a person, picture of a person I don't know. What does he want from me? What should I try to be? So many faces all around, and here we go. I need this job. Oh God, I need this show. So I'm lined up, and I'm all ready to do my triple pirouette. And the chick next to me was about 6 feet tall and blonde, did her thing, and they were just about to go to me and ask my name. And they said, "Oh, can you take your hair down?" And I thought they meant me. Oh, no, they meant her.
You take your hair down.
Yeah. So she did one of these things, and it like hit me in the face. And I was standing there. I'm like, okay. And then they were like, "That's great. That's wonderful." So then they got to me, and I was like, "I can take my hair down too." My hair was really short. I was like, "There's no way I'm getting in this."
So you went like this.
I was like, "I can take my hair down."
It's long. It's long. It really is. At least 4
So
inches.
obviously, we
And then they
obviously
said,
didn't
thank
get
you
the
next,
chorus
right? Yeah.
But it was quite an experience, and it was wonderful just to do stuff like that.
It was. It was, in fact,
It was
one of the
wonderful
best
thing.
nights of your
Here
life.
you go, Dan. Oops, wrong side. Here you go, Dan.
One singular sensation, every little step she takes. One thrilling combination, every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You'll know you'll never be lonely with you know who. One in her presence, and you can't forget the rest. Ha! For the girl is second best to none. Son, ooh, sigh, give her your attention. Do I really have to mention she's a one? You're gonna do the middle?
Yeah.
I see. She was into a room, and you know she's uncommon and rare, very unique, very poetic and chic. She walks into a room, and you know from her maddening voice, effortless whirl, she's a special girl strolling. Can't help all of her qualities extolling. Here it comes. Loaded into charisma, she's a whatever. She walks into a room, and you know you must shuffle along to the parade. She's the quintessence of making the grade. Damn. This is what you call traveling. Oh, stretch yourself. Can't get enough of her. Love her. I'm a son of a gun. She is one of a kind. Everybody at home. One singular sensation. She takes. Go, Dan. One thrilling combination. Every move that she makes. One smile and suddenly nobody else will do. You'll know you'll never be lonely with you know one. Born within her presence, and you can't forget the rest. For the girl is second best to none. Son, ooh, sigh, give her your attention. Do I really have to mention she's the one. Dan, you're high.
Thank you, Dan. Who is the soprano here? I'm like, go high, I'll go low.
I'm a little busy. But no, it's okay.
Dan,
I'm sorry.
you were amazing.
That was amazing,
I
Dan.
know myself. I didn't mean to distract
Dan,
you, girls.
just Dan. No, fantastic. And thank you for calling us girls. Thank you very much.
We are girls.
Please.
No, that was lovely. No, I'll take the girls. Thank you.
Okay.
We'll take girls.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. After
Yes.
what we've been through, we need girls. All right, now you all have a job to do. So it is now time for Sounds Like a Song. How do I know it's time for Sounds Like a Song? Because I'm putting up the captions. So for Sounds Like a Song, here's what you have to do. You have to put in a suggestion in the chat from wherever you're watching, all of you watching right now. Put in a song title or a first line of a song we're going to have Karen do. It could be anything. It could be something about I want to be on Broadway, although that's been a song. Or it could be walking down the street, or when I do yoga, I think good thoughts. It could be something about bees. It could, what else could we do?
The snowplow.
The snowplow soon will be making another run. Yeah. What?
Whoa.
I know.
Whoa.
We're terrible. Terrible, I tell you. Okay, good. Yeah. Thanks, Blondie, for watching. He had to go
Love that
because
show.
it's Okinawa time. So, and it,
that was the guy from Okinawa.
That's right, that was.
Awesome. How
so
lovely.
hopefully the chat will show up over here so we can do that. But we need your song suggestions right there.
Yes.
And when we don't have a song suggestion in the chat, we borrow it from what you already said.
Yeah.
Here's one.
Honey is the sweetest in the summer.
Shannon Corey. Honey is
chickens
the
in
hen house.
Oh.
All right, maybe we can combine both of those.
Okay.
All right. So what we got?
It has to be about death, though, because there's chickens involved. Honey is the sweetest in the summer.
In the summer.
But chickens in the henhouse want to kill me.
Want to kill me.
Honey is the sweetest in the summer.
Chicken wants to kill me.
Honey is the sweetest in the summer.
Chicken want to kill me.
Honey is the sweetest in the summer. Don't go in the henhouse.
There's your song. Song number 1. Yay!
That was
All right.
fun.
See?
Well, it's easy because you're like there.
Yeah.
You're right there.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking about, chicken in the bread pat, picking out dough. Yes. You're thinking of 70s.
Well, just put that because
Right.
I'm afraid of their chickens.
Really?
I have chicken fear.
Does she have homicidal chickens?
Psycho chicken.
She has-
Psycho chicken.
No, she has lovely chickens. Their chickens are awesome.
But
I had a chicken incident when I was a child. My cousins shut me in the chicken hen house.
tell me about it.
And I was in the corner in the hen house with the door shut, and all the chickens were lined up in the corner just doing this, like ready to kill me. And my cousin Michael pulled me out of the window and saved me.
The chickens of the Twilight Zone. I love it.
Like, we will eat you.
Karen, this is going to make its way into a show sometime. Right. All right. Eric Taylor has one. The bee's wings have lifted my heart.
Okay.
Isn't that
This is more
sweet?
like, ice castles.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Yeah. The bee's wings have lifted my heart, but now I am alone. Those bee's wings don't last very long, 'cause when they sting you, they die.
So take the bee's wings out of my heart.
Because I'm scared of losing myself in them.
Because if I lose myself in the bee's wings,
I will become an insect.
Metamorphosis.
Thank you for the metamorphosis part. That was really, really good.
That took a
It
turn.
was really, yeah, it was dark. I want
Yes.
to go as dark as possible.
This sounds like a song. It
Sounds
takes
like
a
a
turn, right? It takes a turn.
Yes.
That's
If
what
you are
happened.
going to be triggered in any way, please shut it off now.
Yeah, but subscribe first.
Yeah, subscribe first.
Subscribe first.
Or we will find you.
Yeah, to the Eden Show on YouTube, or be watching every week on Facebook. But please subscribe on YouTube. That would just be awesome if you would. But this is great. So it's a 10. Thank you, Eric, very much.
Thanks, Eric.
Really appreciate it. So
All right.
yeah, we
Bye,
did a couple
Emma.
of these things here.
That's so
So-
funny.
Yeah, let's see if there's another one in there we can do. Or then when I can't find stuff, I start looking around like all the stuff on my
yeah.
walls or things like that, and I get some ideas off of there.
The iconic shrine.
Yeah, I got that in Greece. There's the picture of Ron from high school.
I know.
Which is
Devil.
really, really fun. Hey, there's one. I'm going to a wedding in November.
Oh,
It's actually my husband's business partner is
Megan
getting
and
married,
Alex.
Megan and Alex. So how about save the date?
okay, cool.
So I have a save the date thing up there.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
okay.
Okay. Save the date, save the date, save the date for us.
Save the date, save the date, save the date for us.
We're getting married. I don't really want to.
Save the date for us.
Save the date, save the date.
Save-
I don't want to get married.
Save the date, save the date. I would rather go to a spa.
But he wants to buy a boat and go sailing around the world.
And treat me like a queen.
Or treat me like a first mate.
And he thinks that's the definition of marriage.
But we've already paid for it.
So we might have to get married.
But I'm really good friends with a lawyer.
Prenup.
Prenup.
Save the date.
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 For court. There we go.
So much fun.
It's so much fun, right? And basically, we could
so
take.
much fun because you do that on the piano.
This
We
is
were just doing this a cappella and be like.
Well, then it would sound like Palestrina. That would be very different. Very different. Yeah, Shannon, watch out. So yeah, next week my guest is Shannon Corey. Right here. And she's going to do a lot of this as well. But you know, songwriting is not something that you have said, oh, I just love to do. That's not your thing. No. But yet you just wrote songs.
Well, yeah, and goofy stuff like that I really love. Like I love that Broadway show Company. Pardon me if everybody's here. If anybody,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it's just really goofy. I love goofy songs. So maybe I'll write goofy songs.
I've got that on video. I'm so glad, because I think anybody who directs, produces, and sings as much as you eventually winds up writing their own material. Yeah. Hello, I do too, and so does Dan, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
now Dan's written beautiful songs.
Yeah, absolutely. And because we have a little bit of life experience, it's kind of fun to write for that kind of stuff. Yeah. So, but this is how I get you in, right? Okay, this is the gateway drug for that. and it's really fun just to watch singers do it. And it's especially fun when singers who do other material really well, like you. And like pretty much every guest I've had on does a certain kind of, you know, music material really well. And it's really fun to watch you then apply all that wonderful skill you have and talent just to something brand new.
It's really fresh. Cool though. It uses a part of your brain where you're not really thinking about the performance. You're thinking about the music and the song and the words. Mm-hmm. It's fun.
Yeah, you get a little bit lost in it, which is really good. Yeah.
We did an entire show 3 weekends in a row, Bravo the musical at CTC. I was blown away.
That was fun.
Was it 2 hours?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All improv.
And I may head back and do that again at some point because it's fun. It's very, you get really, really involved in it. And it's like, driving on an icy road a little bit. But if you just focus on what's right in front of you, it's really great. It's kind of like yoga for improv. And that all you can do is just focus on those those few things in front of you. So there. All right. So and by the way, the CTC does actually still have some improv musical stuff going on. They're doing Patio, the improvised musical. And I think that is concluding its run coming up here in the next week or so. But if you're interested in those kind of improv things, Rhode Island has at least 3 different companies that do improv. And so this stuff that I do with my guests here, I learned at companies in Rhode Island, the Contemporary Theater Company and also Providence Improv Guild. We have a brand new improv company called Kismet Improv. It's just going to be opening up pretty soon. Yeah. Yes, and. Good. That's a little line there. Yeah. So it's really, really fun. And I've had improvisers on this show and we have a great time. But we have now concluded the Sounds Like a Song portion, and I appreciate you doing it. So Eric is saying, will love between the honeybee and carpenter ant survive? Well, given the bee and the ant, one of them is going to survive. I don't know if both will. Who's the natural predator there? Let's ask Lee.
I don't know. The carpenter ant isn't really a predator. And I learned from my good friend Amanda O'Bannon the other day that ants scream. I know. Yeah,
that is something I did not need to know.
Yeah, I know. Let's move on. Sorry. I told you I'm dark.
Great. When an ant screams. No. Okay.
Is anyone here?
He loses his wings.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's an episode of The Twilight Zone that has yet to be written.
Yeah.
When an ant screams. But that sounds like something, I don't know, Trent Reznor would do. But let's have a better song. Let's find back. Call back. So we're concluding the hour here pretty soon. We get to now kind of reiterate all the fun things that you are doing, which are Legion. The thing that's coming up the soonest for you, right, are the auditions for
the Cabaret on September 2nd.
Yep, there's that information again. Mm-hmm. It's playersri.com. And the auditions and the show will be in Providence at the Players at Barker Playhouse in downtown Providence, right?
Yep, on Benefit Street.
And there's a wonderful season in store. So first she is having auditions for that cabaret, and then that'll be going up. And then you are having auditions for Chord.
Yep.
Which
September 13th and 14th.
You're going to be a busy lady.
Yeah, I'm going to be at the theater till February, but it's going to be so worth it. I'm so excited.
I am so glad I got you when I did.
Oh,
yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
So my those are her shameless plugs. Are there any other shameless plugs for you? Those are your big 2?
No, just singing around.
She is singing around. She's doing a lot. And she's appeared at my open mics. Speaking of open mics, I will be having an open mic starting, when is this right here? Yeah.
24th.
September 24th at the Pump House in downtown Peacedale, which is right near here. And that's going to be a piano bar. So basically I'll be playing. I'll probably have a couple of my friends on bass and drum as well. But if you're a singer, please come out for that. It's going to be really fun. You can also just come and watch. The Pump House is known for doing really good open mic nights. And this is basically an addition to it, but it's more specifically for singers where we get to accompany you. So if you're a guitarist, you want to bring your guitar, that's fine, but you're going to have a band back you up. Can't help it. It's going to be really fun. So that'll start September 24th. Yeah, you're going to come?
I'm coming.
Good.
I'm there.
Absolutely.
And Dan's there.
And Dan's there. That's right. It's going to be a lot of fun. So all you need for a successful open mic night is people. That was a really good opener, I say so.
People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. We're children needing other children, and yet letting our grown-up pride hide all the need inside, acting more like children than children. Lovers are very special people. They're the luckiest people in the world. With one person, one very special person, a feeling deep in your soul says you were half, now you're whole. No more hunger and thirst, but first be a person who needs people. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world.
Thank you so much, Karen Besson. It was awesome. Thank you all very much. Thank you, Dan Chaika, personal lawyer over there in the comfy chair. We will see you next Thursday for the Eden Show. Thank you and good.